What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian, hanging out with my co-host, Kyler is with us, and we got Elias from the band that everybody knows, Nonpoint. So let's get this show started. Here we go.
Oh, no! Oh, boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot!
All right, man. Elias, dude, you were on the show like I think it was a year ago when Ruthless first came out. Has it been a year already?
Yes, just about a year. Yeah.
God, time flies, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
I just remember hearing that song on Octane like a whole lot, and I just can't believe it's been a year. But you guys do have a new song coming out and a tour coming up.
Mhm.
Let's talk about your new song first.
Okay.
It's called Heartless.
Yes.
And it's coming out which is the best thing ever, Kyler. Check this out. What day is this song coming out?
Valentine's Day. February 14th.
Checks out. Yep. Story of my life.
I want to talk about was that originally planned from like the beginning with the name of the song Heartless, or was it just like, oh shit, the song's pretty much done now, it's almost Valentine's Day, let's do, like, how did that work out?
Good timing and good planning. A combination of both. Smart ideas and being in the right place at the right time is a winning combination. So
yeah,
a little bit of good timing on our part, a little bit of smart ideas coming from our team, and just any idea can come from any good idea can come from anywhere. So we're all ears when it comes to our team.
Absolutely, man. This is how many songs have you released? Because Ruthless was kind of one that you guys came out with, like I said, a year ago, and then you dropped Paper Tigers. Was that right after Ruthless, or was there something else in between there?
Yeah, Paper Tigers was the first intro track to the Heartless EP. We have the Ruthless EP that had that collection of songs, and now the Heartless EP is about to drop. We're dropping the self-titled now, and the other songs will be following shortly after.
I think what's super cool is back when the band that came out first in 1997. Is that like kind of when you first put out your first songs? And you know what? Go ahead.
Yeah, 2000 was the first national release.
Okay. So the style hasn't really changed so much, and normally I don't like that, but with Nonpoint, I fucking love it because I feel like there's the sound's almost timeless. Like you can hear like I said, one of my favorite songs ever from you guys is "What a Day." I love that song, and you could have released that song today. Not the music video, because music video is hella early 2000s.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. A lot of big jeans in that video. You don't want to.
When you graduated, that was your time.
Yeah. So, but you can hear that song now, and it would still sound like it still fits with where rock music is today.
We are the notorious B.I.G. of rock music.
That's right.
Play our music anytime. You're going to get some people dancing.
That's right.
Still talk about your upcoming.
You can quote me on that. You can quote me.
Okay. Hold on.
We are the notorious B.I.G. of rock. That is not true. We are not the notorious B.I.G.
That's going to be the title of this.
I was going to say, keep that.
Yeah. Please don't.
Okay. Well,
that's what will be. It'll be we are not the notorious.
I'm not editing it out though. We're gonna keep this shit on there anyways.
All right.
And you know what, dude? What if it's like a thing that all of a sudden something happens where all of a sudden you become the notorious B.I.G. of rock music?
You heard it on the Loud Spot.
That's right.
Damn it. The tour coming up, right? Is it Wizard of Oz themed?
Yeah, we're taking a reimagined angle on the Wizard of Oz. It's called the Emerald Cities Tour. Mm-hmm. We're taking the metaphor of the Emerald City and attaching it to all those billion-dollar high rises that we all aspire to live in the penthouse and the tower suites of, and while we sit on the outsides of the walls of the Emerald City, fighting witches and flying monkeys. So it's every
day.
Yeah. So we're, I feel like we're really the characters of the story. hardworking, tin men and, lions just trying to, be courageous in their lives, and, people trying to think their ways through their lives. And some of us just want a really cool home to go home to. So, it really rung with me way back when. And, when we had the opportunity to do something and think of something this deep, when we went independent, we thought, this is the time.
That's cool to be able to have. It's nice to be independent and really have, I guess, a lot more freedom to do what you want to do. Because when you're tied to a label, are you even able to do stuff like this, or is it like just a bunch of people telling you what you?
Well, I'm sure you can. I don't know what it would take for other bands to do it, but to plan this deep and this many EPs or this many records in, that is a task that would be kind of difficult, I feel like, under a major label, because there's a lot of risk involved in something like this.
Yeah.
Just ask Mr. Roboto and the dudes in Domo Arigato. That was it. But then you got concept records like The Wall.
Yeah.
And, records like that really rang true. This one's more for, it's like the blue collar, all the four characters of that story were you can see a little bit of us in every single one of those. And I think that's why the author, made those characters who they are. And the wizard who he is, where, you finally do get through the walls and you get up the tower and you meet the man, the myth, and the legend. You find out it's more of a myth than it is an actual legend. So, and then he goes on to tell these characters that it's really about what you guys are doing on that outside that really make or break what life's all about. So, we want to give people that same kind of feeling that we try to accomplish with Nonpoint music, which is uplifting and help them through the journey down the yellow brick road, I guess.
Man, that's so cool. And how much thought? So I don't know if it was just your idea. Obviously, the band comes together. You guys have people that work on this kinds of stuff. But how hard is it to put something like this together? Like with, I would assume, just the decor that gets involved.
Well, it was my mother's favorite movie.
Right on.
And
yes.
I don't know if you know this, but every Thanksgiving, they used to play it on regular television before cable was what it was. So it was kind of a tradition in our family to watch Wizard of Oz. So I grew up with that storyline just constantly, going through my head. So if you listen back to What a Day and you hear there's a lyric that I say, tap your heels home. That's
yeah. You know what? I fucked that up.
Yeah, I heard that.
I always thought you said tap your heels hard. I didn't know it was home, but you know what? And I never really looked at the lyrics. And I feel like in my head, when I was singing the song the other day, what was that to do? Anyways, I sing it, and when I sing it, I always go papa dapa doo, papa deepa deepa doo, because I don't know what you say, but I've been doing that for years and years, and I just never went back and looked at the lyrics.
Do you want to know what I say?
Yeah,
I do. I do.
You want to know what I say in that part?
Let's do it.
Do you not know what I say in that part?
I don't know. I don't know.
He said "boppa doopa da." He didn't know.
It's "bopa dappa doo, papa dappa." No, it's not.
That's always right. See,
it's what was that move that they call in self-defense, where they block the killer's knife move with some confidence.
I did get the defense and confidence part. That's fucking deep, right?
Yeah. That is awesome. That's awesome.
It's better.
I never know what the lyrics are.
Yeah, it's a lot better than Boppa Dappa Doo.
Way better than the Dappa Doo.
When you're on stage and rocking,
that was deep.
I thought Boppa Doo was deep. I thought that was deep too, but I guess it wasn't that. It wasn't
that was deep. No, Boppa Doo is not deep. No.
The Boppa Doo is more Flintstones than deep.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Flintstone vibes.
When you're on stage and rocking out, do you guys still play? I think you probably would, some of your older songs, or do you kind of stick with the newer songs to get the fans accustomed to the new songs you guys are putting out there?
I feel like we give them an even amount of both.
Mm-hmm.
We release a lot of music. We have 10 records, 3 EPs, 2 live records. So there's a lot of music to pick from. And, you know, we have older fans and we have newer fans. We have a lot of newer fans now.
Yeah.
And they're definitely the ones that want to hear Ruthless and want to hear Paper Tigers and want to hear those songs. But then we have, you know, the handful of people that have been with us for 20 plus years and really want to hear the B-sides and those what is Rob called? The deep cuts. Mm-hmm. So we're breaking out some deep cuts on this next run. I believe we're going to post the set list soon. Okay. But I think people are going to be happy. We're going back and playing a couple that we have not played in over a decade. So
do you remember how to play them? Like, do you remember all the lyrics?
No. I don't remember none of that shit. I gotta you know, it's kind of there, you know, a little muscle memory, a little practice comes back. But yeah, one of them that we're planning on doing, I'm like, I don't even know how it starts. Well, I know the title. And I know how it generally goes, but I'm gonna be yabba dabba doing dabba doing.
Yabba dabba doing.
Have you ever been on concert? And I'm sure maybe it has, I don't know. And you're singing your song and you actually forget the lyrics. And you just fucking start singing.
Oh yeah, all the time, man. I you know, people wonder, you know, it's like, hey man, how can you not remember your own fucking song? I challenge anyone to write, let's just call it 100 poems, because I have 160 plus. So let's just call it 100 poems. And then me go, okay, I need you to recall poem number 38 right now, top to bottom. Give it to me. Let me hear it.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Not with all the head banging and bong rips throughout the years.
Yes.
Throughout the years. You know,
when you rock out on stage, man, your hair, does it ever get in your face or like in your way, or does it like
it whacks him?
I've full taken one of these straight down during a deep breath, you know, at the same time that you're like flicking your hair back. One of these will go straight down and just try to choke you.
Wait, are you holding the bottom of your hair? It's that long?
Yeah.
How long is your hair?
Oh, it's
holy moly. That is bad. That's badass. Holy moly. That's the energy I get when I watch the videos. I just watch the hair. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty long. Here, it's that and all that.
Let's go. That's right.
Oh, look, it's like a beard.
And I heard it was cut. I was so sad.
Look, I look like Rick Ross.
It's not.
Yo, Maybach music. Yo,
you look like Chong.
I don't like Drake. I don't like his music.
I kind of like that. That was actually pretty good. I kind of do want to play What a Day, but I don't know. What do you want? You want to play Paper Tigers, your new song, or I'll let you pick, or do you want to do?
You know, I feel like people have seen What a Day and have seen Bullet with a Name a million times.
Yeah.
You know, I really feel like we're doing something exciting with the new music. It's getting a good reaction during the live performance, which is that's the goal for us, is to have a really you know, a song that really connects live, because that's, you get a gas out of it, I get a gas out of it, we all have a good time. You know, you get your money's worth, I get my, you know, my excitement out, and you know, that's so I would say, you know, new fans,
Paper Tigers. Let's do it.
Let's give them a look at Paper Tigers.
We're gonna go to a quick sponsored break, and then we'll be right back with Paper Tigers. And this is our commercial because we don't have any sponsors. But if you would like to give us a sponsor, all you got to do is send us an email at theloudspot@gmail.com.
Maybe you're a brand or a product that want to reach more people, or maybe even you're a band or a record label that would like to get more people who are actually watching band interviews. Again, hit us up at theloudspot@gmail.com.
Back to our guest.
should I run from paper tigers? Why should I run from paper tigers? Just 'cause you scratch, color orange and black. Just 'cause you scratch, color orange and black. Just 'cause you scratch, color orange and black. I know they're only paper cuts, only paper cuts. So I don't need another anthem to understand where I'm coming from, or to find my way in heaven. 'Cause of everything that they don't know. And claim no recollection. So why should I run from paper tigers? Why should I run from paper tigers? Just 'cause you scratch, colored orange and black. Just 'cause you scratch, colored orange and black. Just 'cause you scratch, colored orange and black. I know they're only paper cuts, only paper cuts. Don't need another anthem to understand where I'm coming from, or to find my way in heaven. To the inner inside of us that claim no recollection, the witness has reflection. Oh, the witness has reflection. So why should I run from paper tigers? Why should I run from paper tigers? Just 'cause you scratch, colored orange and black. Just 'cause you scratch, colored orange and black. Just 'cause you scratch, colored orange and black. I know they're only paper cuts, only paper cuts. Oh, the witness has reflection. Oh, the witness has reflection. Paper cuts. Paper cuts. Paper cuts. Paper cuts.
All right, dude. So what is the meaning behind the song? You say paper cuts, you call the song Paper Tigers. So what is the connection there with those two?
The connection is, people like to roar and bite and yell and scratch at you. And at the end of the day, if you blow on them too hard, they're just going to fly away.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people inflate their bravado and posture, and it's ugly, and it's a song trying to help people not be so scared of setting boundaries, and then understanding that sometimes it's the beginning of the origin story of your villain character part of your life. People aren't going to like it when you start setting boundaries, and the ones that were meant to stick around will stick around, and the ones that don't, they're just paper tigers. They're just going to give you a couple little paper cuts on the way out, and just as hard as you can,
man. That's
I do.
All your songs are pretty. It seems like a lot deep meaning behind all of them. Do you have a favorite song that you've written throughout all these years that you really hold dear to your heart? Just very happy with your lyrics that you poured into one of them?
I'd say lyrically, the song "Get Better" is probably one of off of Ruthless. Is is one that I thought that I even had fun reading back.
Yeah.
I thought I played with some pretty fun metaphors with that one. Yeah, I'd say Get Better. That one right away sticks.
Yeah.
That one, the lyrics to that one are pretty heavy when I explain those.
Because when you were younger, obviously, you know, your motivation for writing music has changed through the years. Do you find it as hard to be very inspired by something, or are you just someone that naturally just kind of who you are? You get inspired by your surroundings.
I'm inspired by the process. Okay. And the process normally will lead me when it comes to the music. I'm a firm believer in allowing my bandmates the chance to do what they do strong and what they can do proficiently, to lead with sending music. From a sound or from a particular kind of riff style or something, the song will start to paint a picture for me immediately. It'll invoke some kind of emotion, and then from there is where you get to get fun and try to be clever and have conversations like this later where people are like, fuck, I didn't know you were talking about that. And I was like, yeah, it's stupid when you're listening to it and singing along. But yeah, you know, that's you know, at the end of the year, it's my fucking legacy, man. So yeah, man. Why not have something to say?
I'm surprised your voice is as clear as it is, and you sound as very soft as you sound, because you must have done some fucking damage, dude. To
Dillard School. Cords, right? Let me tell you something. Dillard School of the Performing Arts was my high school. I did a lot of training when I was in high school. I had some really good teachers. When I finally got into performing arts in my junior year and college, then, you know, my one or two moments with some smart people like Greg Drew, the vocal coach who also did Corey from In Living Color for a while, and you know, reading stuff up with Melissa Cross, and you know, I do my fucking homework. I want my voice to last. I want to have a good performance. Sometimes I can't help the schedule and the length of time that I had to sleep or from this show to the next. So it's not always as 100% as I'd like it to be some nights. But I definitely, and my band will vouch for me on this one, I think. You know, I'll turn down shots left and right. I you know, to avoid losing my voice tonight, so that way I have a voice for tomorrow's show. You know, that hour's all that matters to me that day. So
yeah, that's cool, man. I want to just a few more things I want to bring up. If on your new upcoming tour, do you have anything for fans, maybe like a contest or some sort of something where a VIP meet and greet, hang out with the band? Is there something like that going on that you guys are doing?
We do have a VIP. A couple of them have sold out already. It's an interesting VIP. We actually had the fans pick what we would be doing this next time around with the VIP, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a sound check, how we usually do, and take pictures with them in front of the stage. But then we're gonna bring them on the bus. We've found. Are you
doing a background check first before you bring them on the bus? Are you doing a background check?
Well, no, we've done this before. We've done this before. Most of our VIPs are return people, so we normally recognize half the people in our VIP. But we're gonna bring them on the bus, play some old demos that we haven't seen since '97, and then also to play them some new music that's not finished yet, to get their you know, opinions and ideas, and you know, let them, you know, say, hey, I really like this riff, you know, more than this one. Oh, you guys are starting with that one, I would start with this one. You know, get their opinions on things, and hopefully give them an opportunity to tell a story down the line where they hear a song on the radio and go, you know, your dad was at a VIP when this song was in his infancy, and I was the guy that told him that this riff should be the chorus riff.
Yeah.
You know, this chorus riff, you know, your dad's a songwriter. I didn't want to say that. So, you know, you know, we've done so many different kinds of records in so many different kinds of ways. You know, getting this VIP experience and you know, doing a little research with our fans, with the music, I feel like it's going to be fun. So why not?
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I think it's really neat that you're doing that for your fans. That's just going to be a fun experience for them. It's going to be something that they never forget, and that's cool that you're doing that. I do want to mention that I was listening to Nonpoint earlier today. How many songs do you have that are in Spanish?
Spanish. 1, 2, 3, 4 that have Spanish in them or are entirely Spanish.
Yeah, I was listening to one today, and it was awesome. Is it harder to write in Spanish for you? Was that your first language? Or
no, Rob normally helps me with the Spanish stuff. He's definitely more fluent in it than I am, and he can read and write it. So I normally lean on him for the you know, he's the one that checks the grammar.
Yeah, make sure it's good.
He's like, yeah, dude, this word don't even fucking exist. I don't even know why you even wrote this word down.
Spanglish.
Yeah. I'm like, what? Rolio is not a word. So Rob helps me with that stuff. But we have explored writing some new stuff in Spanish. So I would say coming soon to a
right on
playlist near you.
Right on. That's awesome. And last thing I do want to mention or talk about Shiprocked. You guys played Shiprocked, right? Was that a
Shiprocked?
Shiprocked.
I know. Horrible vacation. I do not want to play a shipwreck.
Titanic all over.
I told myself do not say shipwreck, and I underscored where it's, or I rocked. I put a bunch of lines under rock, and I
let me see the lines.
Shipwreck.
Let me see.
I know. Let's see it. Look at your chicken scratch.
Okay, there it is.
It's in there somewhere.
It's a blank paper.
Shiprocked is as amazing as it always is. Being that close to the fans and you know, it's such a family atmosphere with the staff, everybody there, Alan and Al and Jan and everybody that helps make the shows actually happen, and very rarely get time to themselves on that ship. I'm you know, I big shout to them for that. You know, we get a little bit of downtime and vacation. You know, even in between the performances, but the people that actually put it on really fucking bust their ass. So kudos to the Shiprocked and the whole Ask for Entertainment camp. They're amazing.
Do you get any accommodations while you're on there? Because once you're on that cruise ship, I mean, when they call everyone out, you know, when you go on a cruise for safety, are you just with everyone else that's doing that, or do you get any kind of special?
Shiprocked likes to give us a little artist eating area and a place where we can sunbathe on the boat, just in case we want to get away. But I very rarely see the artists use them. Maybe the eating sometimes, because honestly the food's a little bit better in the artist area because they kind of pull shit from all the restaurants and like you'll have like one special thing that day from one of the restaurants. So, you know, we get the same food that they all get. But like 1 or 2 of our things will have just like a little extra shit on it, you know what I'm saying? so
caviar.
They make us feel special. And then they also you know, they hook up the drinks at a particular bar so that way we can you know, we intermingle and hang out together. They figured it out, man. Cool. It's fun. It's fun.
I've never been on one of those. I know 311 does one, and I think it'd be so cool just to go to a cruise that has bands playing. That'd be so awesome. I love cruise ships. I don't like going on the cruise ship, but once we're on the ship, it's fine. I just hate that fucking waiting for everything.
It's fun because you're with a bunch of other metalheads, and you know, you very rarely get to, you know, walk across the deck of a cruise ship tatted from your neck to your feet and not get stared at,
Right.
you know, on any other cruise. It's like, hey, excuse me, sir, how did you get your hair to go through your gauges that way? It's like, that's you know,
everyone else is looking the same kind of.
Yeah, you don't get it. You don't get the freaky looks and you know, is that all your hair? Is that really all you? You know,
you should use that voice like in a cartoon or something. I think that's a good voice that you use right there. I love it.
I do voiceovers, by the way, if you need.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
No, I don't. I don't. But I should.
So I do voiceovers only in Spanish.
Yeah, that's right. But my drummer has to write all my parts.
Yeah, that's right. Yes,
two-man team. Sorry.
I guess that's all I got, Kyle. I don't know if you have anything that you want to ask. I know I kind of talk a lot in the.
He talks always. No, I can't believe your voice, because when I watch your music, you're just raw and you get it. And I'm a football mom. So when I go to the game, by the end of that day, I sound like Marge Simpson. So I don't know what you do, or if you have any tricks that you can help me with being able to keep my vocal cords somewhat normal, because Sunday I can't talk.
It's funny that you use that analogy, because that is the exact analogy that I use when people say, describe what it's like singing every day, 5 to 6 days a week.
Yeah.
And I always say, I literally say this. I say, imagine going to your favorite sports team's game and screaming the entire time.
It's me.
And doing that 5 or 6 times a week. That's basically
I couldn't.
Yeah. So I drink a lot of water. I say a lot of no's to a lot of shots. And and I try to, you know, when I come off stage, people always like, where's Elias? Where's Elias? Where's Elias? I'm in my bunk shutting the fuck up so I have a voice for tomorrow.
Yeah, mute. You are mute.
Elias, anything else you want to say before we get off of here, dude? You've been fantastic, dude.
I really want to, you know, give a little bit more detail on what's going on with this tour.
Sure.
As we get closer and closer, we are divulging a little bit here and there. So if you're coming to this this upcoming tour, the Emerald Cities tour, as soon as you walk in, you're going to want to start Shazamming everything that you hear, and you're going to want to have your camera ready, because it's going to be visually, you know, hopefully what people are expecting. And you know, production wise, you will have never seen Nonpoint the way that you're going to see us on stage, alongside the opening bands who were gracious enough to add themselves to this concept. You know, Sumo is taking the Dorothy route, Blacktop is going the Cowardly Lion route, I'm doing the Maniacal Tin Man route, and you know, it's Ruby Slippers, Fur, and Axes nonstop. So it's
I just got so hyped up. I want to go. Let's go.
When you walk in, you're going to be thinking Kansas Sideshow, and every single time the lights go out, you're going to be in us.
Oh, that's badass.
Is Kansas going to be? Are you guys playing Kansas?
I think we are. So
yeah, you should.
I got to do that. We're not in Kansas anymore. Oh, actually, we are in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
Is that even grammatically correct?
I forgot what they said on the Wizard of Oz. I don't
Toto.
know.
I don't think.
I don't remember
anymore.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, I know the line.
That's it.
Oh,
he's got it.
I know the line.
If you play Kansas, I would say make it a little extra special for Kansas, because that's what kind of Wizard of Oz theme is based on Kansas, right?
We will. I can't wait for everybody to see, you know, the inside of the club, see all the merch. The merch is going to be a lot of fun.
Right on, man.
The merchandise is going to be fun. I feel like this is going to be merchandise you guys didn't see before.
That's cool.
And that's my favorite part about going, is getting the merch. So if you have good merch, that's what's up.
So
yes, that's what's up.
It's really fun. It's going to be fun. I'm excited because this is a concept I thought I was going to be doing at the end of my career, and you know, with things going the way they're going, and you know, us tracking on putting out now our second. We're slated for a third EP. We're looking at the full length. I don't see it slowing down anytime soon. So, we're already lining up a second leg to this tour. Bands are fighting to get on it, which is exciting for us because we get to kind of pick some really fun bands to join us in this concept. And every single round that we do this concept, it's just going to keep getting better and better the more that we do it. So we're excited.
Well, I'm excited to hear all your newer songs. Every time you guys come out with them, I love it. I want to check it out. I would say not every band I want to hear their new stuff, but Nonpoint, every single time you guys come out with something new, I'm excited to listen to it.
Thank you, man.
Fantastic job. Fantastic band. Good luck on the tour and with the band's future. That's all the time we got on the show. I do want to remind everyone to subscribe to our YouTube channel, download our app in the App Store, just type in The Loud Spot. Elias, please stay right there till after the outro song plays. Peace out, rock on, and much love. Here we go.
This is The Loud Spot outro by nothing short of tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this The Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does nothing short of tragic have us back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order. This is